What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jeremy Wormy. And for those of you who aren't aware, I like The Lord of the Rings. I think it's a fantastic world. I think it is literally I argue that it's the father of modern day fantasy. It is a very beautiful world. It is beautiful world building. It is fantastic and amazing. And it is sacred. It is to be beloved and cherished and held. And yes, it is very detailed. Like people Tolkien took the time to detail every ounce of this world, where people lived, where people interacted, who they were, what they were like, how they looked. People he detailed this world immensely. And now I haven't talked on this subject. I haven't talked on the subject much when it comes to Magic the Gathering cuz I don't like Magic. I like Yu-Gi-Oh. I was a Yu-Gi-Oh fan. I like Pokemon the games, not the card games. I was a big Yu-Gi-Oh boy. When it comes to Magic, I tried it, wasn't for me. But the Magic the Gathering has been putting out Lord of the Rings stuff, and we've seen it. We've been seeing it. You got a new one. But to help recap, you got all these. These do look like cool cards. I like the art and everything. They're nice and stuff. Oh, Sauron. You got the One Ring. You got Call of the Ring. These are nice. And oh wait, what's this? Aragorn and Arwen. Okay, okay. Oh, they have one more, by the way. This was supposed to be Eowyn as well. Now, why is this important? Because these characters have already been laid out. They already know who they are. We know who they are. You just have to crack up a book and realize who they are. But take note, they're only changing Eowyn? No, yeah, Eowyn and Aragorn. And they've been called out for this. Why are you race changing these characters? These characters have already been accounted for in Tolkien. Black people do exist in the Middle Earth, okay? Asians exist. They all exist. So why do you have to change people? Why can't you show them? Oh, because the reality is they're not good people in Middle Earth. They can't show them for what they really are because that's racist. Well, we have a new cover come out. Yeah, new card specifically for Aragorn. I think this is supposed to be Narsil. God, it is awful. And of course, we're being called racist for pointing this out and how horrible this is, how awful this is. And take note, this is Tolkien fans. You're dealing with Tolkien fans. Tolkien fans protect Tolkien. They're coming out and saying this is god awful, get rid of it, for a reason. Because it is god awful, get rid of it. Aragorn is very detailed in all of the books. They know what he looks like. This isn't Aragorn. This is somebody completely different. And then you come over here. We're going to start with this. And this is a weirdo. I don't know who he is. He's a professional weird guy on Twitter. When you open up his link, and we'll show this link in a new tab. He's proud that he was blocked by Donald Trump. Oh, award-winning multimedia journalist, never heard of you. Byline CBS, AXS, Yahoo, I don't know, etc. I love hashtag games, casual MTG, and board games player. Work with me at David whatever, I don't care. This guy is a professional jackarse. This guy's a jerk among monumental proportions. And check out heel versus babyface video breaking down this guy because he is an awful human being. Just awful. But he comes out and says this because, people are pushing back against this. The same arsist or racist Yahtzees, fudgers, who complained about a black elf in the Rings of Power and a black mermaid in the new Little Mermaid are now throwing a fit because they're black Aragorn in the new Lord of the Rings MTG set. I effing hate how many racists there are in the hashtag board game space. Well, here's the thing, Mr. David, Mr. Weirdo Freakyzoid guy and Heel vs. Babyface has a weird breakdown where he calls the cops on a Target employee. I'm not kidding you. Because they had an error and she wouldn't sell an electric toothbrush for 1 cent. It was weird. Anyways, this dude, you don't get the arguments. You're not a fan of Lord of the Rings, obviously. The reason why people were upset about the black elf was because elves aren't black. Elves are white. They are born in starlight. There is a reason. Tolkien diagrams all this stuff. That's why people get upset, because it shows you don't have a love or a courtesy or a passion for Lord of the Rings when you blatantly change these things. Okay, nobody cares that he was cast. He could have been a Southernling. Oh, but you can't do that because the Southernlings were bad. They were evil. They were bad people. But hey, guess what? You could have done some cool things with him. Oh, but also he wasn't around in that time. They weren't connected at that time. There was no way to have them. Then when it comes to Aragorn, people are furious because you're disrespecting them. You're disrespecting what they love, what they cherish, what they care about. And when you come over here, I like this one. Aragorn wasn't black. Pass it on. Simple enough. Just quote tweeting everything. Simple enough. I like this. Aragorn wasn't black. Pass it on. Now I'm going to give it a like and a retweet. And God, this sword is just awful as well. Look, this does not feel like Narsil. This does not feel like the Flame of the West. This does not feel like the sword a king would hold. This looks like some sort of anime style overpowered OP blade, but that wasn't Narsil. Narsil was just a sign of the king, and it had powers, it had abilities, but it wasn't this. This is awful. Then you come over here to the actual post, and you got Flash. Who is this guy in the picture? You got people pointing out that they got blocked by Magic the Gathering. You got your stunning oh my gods. You got your things, but I'll pass. Oh, nice. This sure as hell ain't Aragorn from Lorraine. Lorena Creel. Where's Anduril? Where's Anduril? That's a good point. Where is the sword? Fun fact, everyone, people are allowed to interpret characters in any way they choose. You don't like it, don't consume the product. It's literally that simple. No, it's not. You see, here's the thing, though. This shows, like I've been saying over and over in this video, that you don't have a respect for Tolkien, that you never actually read Tolkien. You probably read the books. You probably saw the movies and were like, oh, well, we could just change this and this. But in reality, Tolkien categorized this world so much. He knows where the tides are because he made the moons move. He made this world so vast and vibrant and knew every ounce of detail. He made languages for this world. He did all sorts of cool stuff with this world. And all you have to do, all you say is, well, people are just interpreting in their way, but that's not Tolkien. Tolkien would be rolling over in his grave because he protected this so much. Now that Tolkien's gone, now that his son's gone, the fans are protecting it. That's why they're so upset with this. That's why they are so disgraced with this. This goes back to Rings of Power. Rings of Power, Tolkien fans, you took down Amazon. Remember that. You don't mess with the Tolkien fans. Thanks for the PR stunt, Wizards of the Coast. If you're as tired of the tactics from making Rossus angry to sending Pinkertons to rough people up. Yeah, remember, they sent Pinkertons because somebody got an advanced copy that they weren't supposed to get. Then you have alternatives. Check out Tales from Trinity City. I won't antagonize my player base. See, this is a good way to do this. Capitalizing on this, because this is stupid, because they are coming after people. You keep going down. Genuine question from people upset about Aragorn. Why do you care so much? And you get this one. One could ask why people cared enough to change it to begin with. Simple question. Simple statement. Simple. Cultural appropriation, a term used to describe the taking over of a creative and artistic forms, themes, or practices by one's culture group from another. Who would have thought Lord of the Rings, Aragorn, J.R.R. Tolkien. Oh, it's so beautiful. Finally, we can, horny Alf. Finally, we can get Robert Downey Jr. into Lord of the Rings. Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it because it's already been ratioed. Well, it hasn't been ratioed yet, but it's getting there. People don't like this. People hate this. This isn't gonna win. This is actually chasing people away. And that's the reality. You're disgracing fans at the end of the day. You hate your fans. You hate the fans of Tolkien. You just want to do this and change it to get your woke points, get into the zeitgeist, to talk about whatever you need to talk about. But at the end of the day, it's soulless. It's lifeless. It's the same thing that happened to Little Mermaid. It was soulless. It was lifeless. Same thing that happened to Rings of Power. Soulless, lifeless. Same thing that happens every time you do these changes to get these woke points, to get these media pushes, to get into the news. It's soulless and lifeless, and people are tired and hate it. I'm going to leave it there, though. Let me get you guys' thoughts on all this down in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share it out, friends. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video and go live, guys. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye for now.